Welcome to the Shannon Show. I'm your host, Shannon Adams. With everyone working from home or in various locations, are you having to support users working from maybe here or maybe working from here or maybe even working from here? If your user starts complaining about slowness, Citrix has a solution to help determine where the issue may be. The solution I'm referring to is Citrix Application Delivery Management, better known as ADM. Citrix ADM comes in two form factors. One can be a Linux virtual appliance that you can import into your hypervisor, or two, you can subscribe to ADM as a Citrix service. The way you license ADM is based on the number of virtual IPs or VIP that you want to monitor on your NetScaler or Citrix Application Delivery Controller. Let's go ahead and get logged in. When you first log in, you're going to be presented with the application dashboard. As you can see, I don't have any information in this panel, but this is only for the last 15 minutes. If I come up here and select this and then change it to 1 month, then it's going to pull in all the data for the last month. The way this is laid out is the bigger the block, the bigger the data. So if I come over here and highlight over app 1, you'll see the data volume is about 10.3 gigs. If I go to the next smaller one, you'll see it's about 6.09, and then the next one is about 3.33. Also, the color gives you a little bit of information about each of the applications. If I hover over app 1, we can see it has an app score of 95. If I hover over this app, we can see it has an app score of 100. But if we notice right here, we have an out of service state. So if I want to find out a little bit more information about this application 1 and why it says out of service, I can double click on this and I can go into the actual application. I can scroll down. I can see all services. I have one up, which is green. I do have one service, one that is out of service, and I have one that is down. And you can get a lot of information about this application. Now, this is a test environment, so I'm not gathering a lot of data. It's just more of test data that's in this environment. But if I come back up over here, I can hit this back arrow, go back to my application dashboard. If I want to see more information that's going on with or available in the system, I can click on these three bars and pull up the menu. As you can see, we have a number of different options here. Right now we're on the dashboard. If I click on applications, I can see the number of applications that's being hosted on my ADC or application delivery controller. I can see what state they're in. This one's state is down. I have up here, partially up, and you can see the different virtual servers, services, servers. So it gives you a lot of good information about the different applications that is hosted in the environment. Now I can click on Application Security Dashboard. That's going to give me information about and give me a score about my threat index or my safety index. Threat index about the number of violations that are currently occurring on my system. Safety index gives me a score on how well I've set up my environment or how secure I've set up my environment. The other aspect of ADM, we have style books. This allows you to configure certain functions in your ADC much, much easier. So you can see we have a number of templates, and you can create your own as well. So as you see right here, so we have GSOB for stylebook. So say for instance, you're going to create a GSOB and you want to use a template, you can just come in here to the stylebooks and just use this create configuration, input your information as far as specific IP addresses and all the information that pertains to it and walks you through step by step. And you can use this and it'll be much easier to create that style book. The other great benefit of using ADM is I can use it to manage all my ADCs, whether that be VPX, MPX, CPX, STX, or BLX. It also doesn't matter where they're located. They can be located in Azure, AWS, on-prem, or even DR. And so take for instance, if I want to back up one of my ADCs, all I have to do is select the specific ADC I want to back up, checkbox it, select actions. Now all I got to do is hit backup and restore. If I need to, I can reboot it. I can hit a trace route, ping, create an HA pair, configure SMP. So this gives me a lot of different options to be able to manage my ADC from this single console. The next dashboard is one of my favorite dashboards. It's called the SSL dashboard. If I click on this, I'm going to be able to get a holistic view of all the SL certs that are used in my environment. I can't tell you when I was managing ADCs where it would be great to have this SSL dashboard. Within the single glance, I can see up here that I have 16 expired certs. I can see that I have 22 totals, only 6 are used. I have 16 unused. I have a key strength of 2048, 10 of them. I have 4 key strength of 4096. And I can see some of the SSL protocols over here and what protocols they're using. So we went through this a while back where we had to get rid of 1.0 and 1.1. If we had this dashboard, we could actually come in here and see all the certs. If I double click on this, I can see all the certs that TLS 1.0 is using. If I go back here to my dashboard, I can also click here and see all my expired certs. And if I need to update a cert, instead of having to log into an ADC, like I mentioned, they can be anywhere. All I have to do is go over here and click on this. So select update, and then it's going to walk me through updating that cert. So I don't have to go log into a specific ADC or find out where the cert is being used. I can use this system to completely manage and update the certs directly from this console. The next dashboard is the configuration audit dashboard. This gives you information of either configuration drift, knowing when somebody changed something that maybe they shouldn't have, or the other good information that it provides is configuration save status. As we know with an ADC, if you don't save the running config, then if that ADC reboots, any changes that was made will be lost. So we can come in here to the configuration audit and we can see that we have 2 running configs that haven't been saved. So if we need to, we can just click on config not saved. We can see the difference exists between save versus running. So if we want to come in here, we can click on this, select save configuration. Do you want to save the configuration that I see? Yes. So this will allow that configuration to be saved. So in case that ADC happens to be rebooted, it won't lose the last configuration on that device. This brings us to our analytics portion of the demo. This is where we can determine if we have an end user call in and they said, when I'm connecting remotely, the system was behaving really slow. I can come in here, look at HDX Insight. I can start gathering a lot of information of where the problem may lie. Is it from the ADC to the endpoint or the client, or is it from the ADC to the backend servers? So if I come down here, I can click on this user and I can see their round trip time is almost a second, maybe causing them some issues. Now I can see the WAN latency from the ADC to the user is only 60 milliseconds, which is pretty good. But if I come here and look, my data center latency is 762 milliseconds. Maybe that leads me to believe there's something going on my backend servers. Maybe they're processing a lot of data. I can also look and see there's a 24 server side retransmits, 18 client retransmit. I can also come down here and double click on the application. I can look at the client IP address. I can look at the server IP address, and I can look at the ADC that they're connecting to. And this will give me, and then as I mentioned right here, it's almost a second of round trip time for the ICA. So I can tell very potentially that the data center is having processing. Maybe I need to go look at my servers, check the CPU, check the memory, see what's going on with my backend servers. Next, if I want to go and actually look at an application, I can click on applications. I can see in here ShareFile has 2 total session launches. Launch duration is about 677 milliseconds. I can get different statistics on different applications. I can see what the active applications are. I got 3 sessions currently launching Microsoft Outlook. I have 2 sessions currently launching GoToMeeting. So that gives me a little bit of information in the last hour for the different applications. Thank you for watching my demo. I hope this information was helpful, helping you guys troubleshoot users logging in remotely, no matter where they're located, if they're located at home or a coffee shop. ADM, Application Delivery Manager, is a great tool. Connect directly to a Citrix ADC or application delivery controller. Helps you manage those devices no matter where they're located, no matter what the device is. Again, my name is Shannon Adams. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day.